Good day. It's Lauren Maxey with your daily counsel update. Today, I wanted to touch base on the top 3 things we talk about with clients that are helping plan for a loved one's long-term care expenses. So, as many of you know, we talk a lot with clients about planning for Medicaid or veterans pension when it's appropriate, when that's what we may need to look to help pay for long-term care. And I like to take a step back first and foremost and talk about why it's so important. So if you have a loved one that may need to go into a long-term care, skilled nursing, assisted living community, and you're just wondering what potential expenses you're looking at, a great tool to be aware of is the Genworth Cost of Care survey. If you just Google Genworth Cost of Care, it's the first thing that pops up. And I really like that tool because you can hone in on a specific geographic area. You can compare areas to one another and see if mom or dad stays here with me in Raleigh versus moves to stay with my sister in Kentucky or brother in New York. How does that change our cost of care? So in Raleigh, on average, for a private skilled nursing room, it's about $8,000 a month, a little over that on average. As many of you know, it can go up from there pretty quickly. But just touching on even those that have done a good job saving can run through that very quickly if we do have this long-term care event. So that's why I like to touch on these items with clients. And again, I wanted to touch on the top 3 things we talk about with clients as we're proactively planning. So number one thing to be aware of is having the power to step in is critical. So having power of attorney, having guardianship over your loved one to actually be able to communicate with the VA office or the Medicaid case manager to be able to get statements from the bank and report on what your loved one's assets are, or talk to a long-term care community about your loved one's healthcare decisions. Having the power to do so, incredibly, incredibly important. So if your loved one does not have power of attorneys, getting those in place as quickly as possible if they're still able to do so, if they still have their mental capacity and the ability to sign those power of attorney documents. If not, we are looking to guardianship and doing that proactively rather than in crisis mode, incredibly important. So number 1, having the power to step in, huge. Number 2, letting people know, I talk with clients about this all the time, that there are tools in the toolbox. There are things we can come together and look at their asset picture, look at their timeline, and strategically spend down assets. So rather than just paying out on care and paying out on care, that is what we call the hang your head spend down of like, well, I will qualify at some point. Let's look at the numbers, look at how we can strategically spend down. Does it make sense to pay off a bit of the mortgage or put a new roof on the house? Or how can I pay my loved one that's providing caregiver services and get assets over there? Lots of tools in the toolbox, which brings me to point number 3. The more time we have, the more options we have. So being as proactive about this as possible, even if you think, you know what, we've got hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, not worried about it yet, you need to be thinking about this. So it is something, the more time, the more options, and having those proactive discussions. We're big proponents of knowledge is power. It may not be that you take action and implement strategies right away, but you know what your timeline looks like. You know when you need to take that action. So incredibly, incredibly important if you have a loved one that's either in need of having a caregiver in the home or assisted living or skilled nursing, have those conversations proactively. Be empowered with your options. We love to talk with clients about that all day long. It is such a rewarding part of our practice to be able to help, because this is incredibly overwhelming, especially if you've never been through it before, of just, what do I do? What do I need to be aware of? We are here to help and walk through. Everyone's road is a little different. No one's exactly the same, but knowing the path and knowing the direction that we're headed in, incredibly important. So if you want to sit down, chat, give us a call. We'll do a Zoom conference if preferred, but happy to touch base, get you some peace of mind on all this. That's it for today. I hope you all stay safe and have a lovely day. Thanks so much.